we started the club. You started the club. One of the founding members. Tell me what year.
Well, actually, we started the club in '56, and it was a runoff of another club called the Road Phantoms. They kind of broke up, and there were 10 of us who wanted to get back together. So we met at one of the guys' houses, and there were 10 of us. We each chipped in $10 so we'd have a treasury, and decided to start a new club. And found a garage, a little garage on 38th and Vine Court, which is in Cleveland, north of Franklin Avenue. We found an old barn and moved the cars that we had in there, and it went on from there. And that was 57 years ago, I guess it was.
And how did you come up with the name Choppers?
Oh, the name Choppers was derived because we didn't know what to call the club. We didn't want some hokey name, but most of the guys' cars were chopped or channeled. So we figured, well, Choppers be a good name, you know. But the only trouble we're running into now is everybody thinks they see Choppers on a jacket and want to know what kind of motorcycle we got. And we tell them, read the whole jacket because this is Choppers Hot Rod Association. And that was back in '56. And then we left that garage, found another garage that was better. We left that garage because we fixed it up too good. And the guy that owned the building says, hey, I like this. He says, you guys got to move now. So we moved. And one of our members bought the building we're in now on 25th Street.
Let me go back for a minute, but the name of that building is now a restaurant.
Yeah, the name is, well, that was the one that we were in before we bought our own building. And it's now Sokolowski's Tavern on West 13th Place. We were there for about 25 years. And it wasn't that big a place. We had about maybe 5 or 6 cars in it. And then Jimmy Mahalik bought the building we're in now. And we were renting off of him, and he wanted to start a business. So instead of renting from him, we land contracted the building from him and got that paid off through deals like our show had. And that's primarily what our show is for. It's not, we don't make money on the show. It's basically it's to keep the garage going, because we found out that so many clubs that didn't have a place to meet are no longer with us. And we've got a garage now. We meet every Thursday, except if Christmas falls on it and Thanksgiving, and that's a weekly meeting every Thursday. And people have asked us, well, what do you do down here? Sometimes something, sometimes nothing. You know, maybe have a couple beers, talk, but we get the show going. We used to have a rod run, but that didn't work out too good.
But you guys started the first before the Cleveland Auto Run. I mean, you started.
Well, the Cleveland Auto Run had one show that we were in. I had my Model T sedan in that. And then I heard the guy absconded with all the money from that show, and they didn't have any more shows there. And we had, I had my dragster, what I had at that time, in another show at the Cleveland Arena. And somebody from the ICSA came up and wanted to know if we would help with their show at the Public Hall. So for the first 4 years of the Downtown Public Hall show, it wasn't our show, but we did all the legwork in that for it. Well, then when they found out they didn't need us anymore, they cut us out of that show. So then we had another show at a car dealership. But our first show, our first real show, was at the old Lake Buick on 117th Street. And it was a day-and-a-half show. We could get in there Saturday afternoon and Sunday. And that was in 1959. And in 1960, we had another show. Then we took the downtown show over. And then after that, we went to Robert Lee had our new body shop. We went there. And then we ended up going back to Lake Buick with Bill Lake, the son of the original owner. And had that for, I don't know how many years we had it there.
And then the 50th,
and our 50th anniversary, we wanted a bigger show at a better place. And we came out here to the soccer complex. And it's a whole nicer place. They treat us great out here. So we've had it out here for, maybe 7 or 8 years. And it's been a good turnout. You know, we don't, like I said, we don't do it to make money like the big show at the IX or something like that. We just have the show to survive. And give everybody a good time, because everybody tells us that this show is the beginning of spring. You know, when we have our show, they know the summer's not too far behind.
That's right.
So,
and then now real quick, we're going to be interviewing another member of the Choppers, Lou Novotny.
Yeah.
And he was one of the early members with you.
He was early. He came in about 2 members after I did. He was one of the early ones. I'm the oldest, not the oldest person. Louis is older than me, but I've got the most longevity in the club. Louis got the second, and Jimmy Mahali came in somewhere around 3.
And it just so happens that the three of you ran Top Fuel Nitro Dragsters.
I found out that street rods were neat, and then I went to a couple drag races. And I thought, boy, this looks like a lot of fun. And I got a dragster, started running a B-class dragster that went 140 miles an hour in 10 seconds. And when that got too slow, went to a AA gas dragster. It went faster. Had a couple of those, and then ended up going to Top Fuel. Instead of regressing, we just kept progressing to go faster. I want to go faster. It ended up going 240 in 6 seconds. So, but then in 1986, I found out I couldn't afford that game anymore. So one of our club members had a roadster, and I used to always tease him about keeping my roadster clean. And when he wanted to sell it, he sold it to me, and I redid the whole thing. That was 26 years ago. I've had the car now.
Yeah. I remember the day you got it flamed.
Yeah, we got a flame for Jerry Koenigsmark's open house, and it was already painted candy apple red, and they want to have a theme for what they did at the shop. And with John and Jerry said, well, we can flame your car. I said, I haven't got that kind of money to flame my car. That's like $2,000 just to put flames on it. He said, we'll make a deal. They made me a deal. We took it out there, and that whole Saturday, Joey was putting the tape on and flaming it. In fact, one woman came up, and the car was a bunch of different colors with masking tape on it, and she couldn't picture how this thing was going to be flamed on it. So I said, well, we're going to Worcester for a car show next weekend. Be there, you'll be able to see it in flames. Well, when she came to Worcester, she still couldn't understand how we got the flames on that car.
And I think didn't you win? You won a trophy at that, like the first week
I've
out?
been going to that show for years with just the car red. And the year we put the flames on it, it wore to be the best appearing roadster.
I know.
So you never know what's going to happen.